Hello and welcome back to our third video. So for this video, I will talk about the oil spill in the Basamuk mine in Medang province, which is a big environmental issue in PNG, and how it affects the environment and the lives of the people living in the area where the mine is located, and ways in which things are done to protect the people and the environment. Before explaining the effects or destructions caused by the mine, this is a brief information about the mine. The mine started its operation in 2008. It was the first nickel and cobalt mine in PNG that was located on the Kurumbukari Plate near Rai Coast, that is on the southern flank of the valley in Ramu River. The purpose of the mine is to extract and process nickel and cobalt. It is inconsistent with the fourth national goal and directive principle of the Constitution of PNG, which states that Papua New Guinea uses the fourth goal in which the natural resources and environment are to be conserved and used for the collective benefit for all the people of Papua New Guinea and to replenish for the benefit of future generations. There are two main benefits of the mine. Firstly, it makes additional contribution to the nation's export earnings, and secondly, it helps to redress the predicted declines of gold, copper, and petroleum. However, the main aim of the mine is to extract the minerals using methods that are environmentally appropriate, technologically achievable, and economically manageable. It turns the other way around, in which it destroys the environment as well as the lives of plants, animals, and human beings as well. In late August of 2019, a processing plant for the Ramu mine in Papua New Guinea spilled around 23 tons of toxic waste into Basamuk Bay, causing the water to turn red and left a sludgy residue on the shoreline. There have been deep concerns about the environment socially, politically, and economically. The concerns had led to a 9-month shutdown because of the environmental damages caused by the mine. There are certain programs and policies that was created by the government to handle such issues like the oil spill. There were many, but two will be discussed, and these two are the Environmental Management and Monitoring Program and the Ramu Nickel Project's Environmental Plan of 1999. Under the Environmental Management and Monitoring Program, it includes the following steps to be carried out by the government. Firstly, it implements management commitments and makes compensation arrangements. Secondly, it assembles a baseline range of variables to define the pre-mining conditions. Thirdly, it monitors the construction effects. Following construction, performing an intensive short-term study to validate the predictions of the effects of the project, particularly compliance with water quality criteria at the mixing zone boundary. Fourthly, it also monitors operations for regulatory compliance and to identify any unforeseen effects. And finally, it was set up to help talk to people if any issues arise. The second plan was the Ramu Nickel Project's Environmental Plan of 1999. According to this plan, the mine will dump 5 million tons of hot tailings into a shallow bay each year for the life of the mine, which is estimated at 20 years, totaling 100 million tons of tailings. The tailings will consist of mainly sediment and fines, which will contain, among other substances, high levels of heavy metals including, but not limited to, manganese, chromium, nickel, and mercury. It will also contain high levels of ammonia and sulfuric acid. The mine will additionally dump waste rock and soil directly into the sea at Basamuk Bay during the construction and life of the mine, as well as raw sewage from 2,500 people for 30 months. For the tailings disposal and other tailing disposal methods, the government of Papua New Guinea did not have this option in regard to the Ramu Nickel Project, as the environmental plan prepared by National Research System gave no indication of the likely impacts or risk associated with the proposal and did not thoroughly examine alternatives to mine discharge. According to the oil spill in 2019, the communities addressed this issue to the government, stating that the pollution turned their water red and left a sludgy residue on the shoreline. They not only address it, but take actions in filing a lawsuit in response to the pollution caused by the mine. More than 5,000 villages and provincial government has built a legal challenge against the Ramu Nickel productive battery nickel plant. The class lawsuit for the landowners was not enough to block the mine. After years of legal debate, during which the plaintiffs and their lawyers faced intimidation and violence from the Ramu mine supporters, PNG's Supreme Court ruled in favor of the project and the plans to dump mine waste into the ocean. There are so many impacts that the mine has had on the lives of the people as well as the environment. The Ramu Nickel Company has been dumping millions of tons of mine waste into the ocean since 2012, and the evidence for environmental and health impacts is accumulating. The issues resulting oil spill has polluted the water, which then flows to the sea and harms a lot of sea creatures. It also affects people as well as the environment. For instance, communities along the Basamuk Bay, the pipeline, and Krumbukare or production site that once were in support of the mine are now frustrated and angry. They are not receiving benefits from the mine as promised, and most importantly, they see the destruction by the company. Meanwhile, this issue has also resulted in the death of a man after eating fish caught near the site of the spill. However, the company has denied the allegations that the accident was caused by the spillage. The company said that it would not accept responsibility until scientific proof is provided. A baby dolphin was found dead on the beach of Sidor village on September 23, 2019 after a tailing spill from the Ramu Nickel plant. Lab tests concluded that the dolphin was poisoned by an overdose of a cocktail of heavy metals. Dead fish were found being washed on the shores on October 7, 2019. The locals suspected that these fishes died because the sea was contaminated from the oil spill. Coastal residents depend muchly on the Bismarck Sea for bathing, food and medicine, and an estimated 30,000 fishermen make their livelihoods in Basamuk Bay. There has been continuous environmental pollution and health-related issues are on the rise. Thank you everyone for watching. Please stay tuned for our last and final video.